All right, folks, welcome back to the next episode. We are starting the battle season is finally catching up with us here getting later in the summer of 63. This is the classic we have to stall for time, and as long as we're able to do that, we should be able to win. So we are defending. There are 3 victory points, 5-pointer back here at New Hope Church, 3 at Bigby, and 3 at I think it is Bald Mountain is also the name of the point. Arguably, maybe I should have just conceded Bald Mountain and then fallen back to Bigby, so that my forces could be unified there. The Union, let's see what the numbers are here. Yeah. All right, so we do have more overall. The Union has about 12,000. Again, that's what our intelligence tells us, and our intelligence should be okay. Ewell is up here with 9,000 men. I wanted it because the position itself is pretty good. It's also late in the day. Yeah, you can see it's about 4 p.m. So it is August. I mean, it's going to be a while of delay. But if we're successful in delaying, then we should be able to move forward pretty far after the redeploy. We will see how that goes. That's the plan at least. But if we're able to hold Bald Mountain, it's an excellent position. These are level 4 parapets, I think all the way around. And then we have forest over here. The way I looked at this map is that if anything, we kind of want to force them onto this path because this path doesn't take them anywhere they want to go too quickly. They'd have to go over here, they have to follow the path here, then they have to follow the road up to Bigby. Alternatively, if they get on this top path, even though it kind of pins them against the edge of the map, from here, they can go to either Bigby or New Hope Church. Now, granted, they only need 2 of these victory points to then be able to fight on the defensive. So I'm really stalling and looking to inflict as many casualties as I can and not get swamped up here. But without any further ado, by the way, I know the Union is here because I deployed my cavalry forward and I saw them, and it's the only entry point for the Union on the map. So I assume it's going to be full court press. We have fairly experienced brigades and fairly full ones. The weapons here are all good. It's usually plains rifles and Mississippis. I think maybe there are a couple Richmonds hanging out. But that's about it. We have overall command up here. That's Old Baldy. Walker's already in the trenches with skirmishers out. And kind of the flex unit is Withers. If he has to come up and bail out Floyd, he will. But otherwise, the hope is that Floyd will be able to hold out for as long as possible. In fact, since my rule of thumb for this campaign is... 1 set of skirmishers per regiment per day. Even if the AI could spam them, we're just going to put everybody's skirmishers out here. And we're going to play for the delay. So let's go ahead and get into it. We actually also have good artillery in this one. So that's a Napoleon. That's Ordnance. That's Napoleon. And that's the pair. That's what I've done with most batteries now. I've broken them up that way. I started running low on Napoleons. We'll lay down in case any of that was blocking the view of the artillery. I don't know that that's it. Sometimes when the AI sees you have fortifications, they'll try to flank it. The only flanking road they have is this one that comes down here. And again, it takes them nowhere quick. I mean, you could try to attack from this direction, but you probably wouldn't because it's only going to get you a 3-pointer. And the further east they move, the closer to my reinforcements they come. All right, so that is that. I've already detached the cavalry, and I'm going to send that up as quickly as I can so that there might be some reinforcements if we're really under pressure. The other reason is that if we send enough of those folks up, it gives us a better chance of being able to bubble redeploy forward through the evening. Johnston, we're just going to order up to Bigby, and so hopefully he'll move that redeployment forward. And I believe it's Coleman. So all the infantry is with Coleman, and Coleman is going to get ordered up to here. And who is this? Kirby Smith's division. They will be ordered... You know what? For right now, they're going to get ordered to Bigby. The roads are probably going to get clogged anyhow. But we can always move them after that. And I detach the artillery. So we can give them separate orders. Maybe we'll move the artillery up because it's slow. We might also be able to give, I guess it's Henry's artillery up here, a similar destination. But that's what I wanted to do with that. I think. All right, so Johnson. We'll see if the division commanders move. I did kind of finagle them around. And sometimes once you give them independent orders, you have to keep giving them independent orders. It's a bit of a pain, but whatever. All right. All right, we don't need to hear that on repeat, but yeah, hopefully there's enough elevation here that... Now we can't put you to evade when you're already in loose formation. That's fine. I just don't want to get the cavalry walloped, but I do want to try to make them come out in a battle line, which is generally less efficient. Here, why don't we order the skirms up? I'll put them fairly wide. Maybe these two will hang back a bit. But yeah, skirmishers in the forest should be able to hold out for a while. I don't want I don't want Evan's cav to have to go prone in the forest. As difficult as it would be to dislodge them, there's always the threat that they then get run over. Alright, if they're going to move up, we're also going to move up Withers a bit without skirmishers, because we don't need to do that yet. I feel like in an open field you can justify sending your skirmishers out further than you normally would. Alright, we have 5 regiments in here, I think. Not all of them have given me skirmishers. I want to get skirmishers from all of them. Alright, those look like the 2 that haven't given me any. Alright, so we'll get their skirmishers out as well. And hopefully that's as well as it can be done. All right, let's try to get some Union. I'm not sure what the Union's doing here. They appear to be redeploying. If I were the Union, I don't know what if I were the Union, I'd probably withdraw from this battle, because you only have what, about a third more troops to fight this prepared position. You'd have to push it quick. I know that my troops are pretty good, pretty well armed. The AI can do its own calculations. Unless we had a lot of cracked troops and I was, very confident in my ability to wipe them quickly, I would probably... I probably wouldn't take the fight. We're going to move Evan's cav back. I don't want my cav getting shot by enemy artillery. They can shoot at skirmishers, or they can hit fewer of my cav, but... we should be okay in the woods. So we'll have more of the skirmishers this way. So hopefully the lossless scaling... It should be upscaling to, I'm actually getting it at 138 frames, which is just about the max that my monitor can take. Here in 1440, OBS can only capture it at 60. The improved 3D models mod did come up again, to my surprise and wonderment and absolute joy. I hope it comes through. I've had only... Yeah, if you do see it, let me know. Alright, we're going to have you all lay prone. I don't care if these skirmishers get overrun. Sorry, guys. It's a greater good thing. We just need you to take up time. And you're harder to hit prone than other things. Like, that isn't... To me, I got this even before the improved 3D, but, like, the way the light looks coming through the trees, I think it looks great, man. I do. You can see the ambushes here. I do. Sometimes you get this kind of light, and it's just... It's really fantastic. Oh, look at these guys. Oh, man. They got the ambush ready, but just the way the sun even comes through these trees, I think it looks quite good. I mean, considering the size of these maps and so many other things, it's... I find it impressive. All right. Yeah, we don't want our quality cav getting wrecked. New prediction is that the Union is going to elect to try to shoot it out. I don't know. Do we withdraw Evans over here or to the safety of the parapets? Cav are better in an open field. I feel like they're more able to move. We can always redeploy them if we have to. But now I wonder if the Union's just going to try to shoot it out and then play for the overnight withdrawal. Alright, so Coleman's moving. I can't tell if Smith is moving. I'm not going to touch him if he is moving on his own. That's fine. Good news is that the cavalry, all things considered, it's only been, what, in about an hour in battle time. And the cavalry is closing in. And so they could be here to lend moral support. That's the other reason to have the cav back and alive, is they can keep that frontline infantry well covered. I think the plan would be is if after this screen of skirmishers gets pushed off, we might have these guys fight it out for a bit. Again, I think they're pretty reliable. I mean, it doesn't look like it's anybody's first combat. They seem to have a lot of the good green morale indicators. They're all pretty healthy. They would then fall back. Withers' brigade would then kick out skirmishers, have the Union fight through those skirmishers, then fight through Withers, and then Withers would fall back. And by that time, certainly friendly cav should be here. We do have this cav. We also have, unless Walker was also being pressed by the Union troops over here, Walker could then pivot into those parapets, although the idea would be that Floyd would have fallen back, reorganized while Withers was fighting, and then Floyd would go in those parapets. But that's the logic of it all. And we're just playing for time. All right, so yeah, you guys can go like that. And yeah, if enemy artillery wants to shoot at my prone skirmishers in a forest, hey, I'm playing for time, man. So that's fine with me. But I actually kind of hope the Union withdraws. Not to deny you all a good battle, but it's. I don't think it would go good for the Union if they weren't full pressing. Honestly, even if they were full pressing, I'm not sure that they would necessarily get here in time before the end of day stuff kicked in. So Jenkins is already here. We can put Jenkins over on this high ground. And Macintosh, we could probably send you over there as well. That should be fine. See, Johnston's moving along. So again, even if, you know, Nightfall comes here pretty soon, he should get a redeployment bubble up here, at least near Bigby. And that might link up with Yule's redeployment bubble up here. It might not. But it certainly would put the armies in closer contact, and then presumably we should be able to just roll on from there. Alright, but we're running at a 5x speed to not bore you all, but also to just get through this if the Union's going to sit back and kind of do Do nothing. Oh my goodness, we gotta hear that. It was cool the first few times. Yeah. What is this? Macintosh arrives. Oh, with no man, no cav, and no guns. Oh, and just like that, you left. Showed up, took one look around, and said, "This is not my fight." Blanchard, you, the casualties you have borne have spared many others, so thank you. But you stay there for now. Alright, now the Union is actually pressing up. For reasons I don't fully understand. Since the Union is going to press them, we might as well just retreat them. Because they're going to rout. And if they do, then they might make the other friendly skirmishers rout. And we don't want that. It's interesting that they've actually timed the in-game comments to what's going on the battlefield, right? I can't see a thing. Well, I'm assuming that's true because it's getting late in the day, but maybe they can say that in the middle of the day when, there's smoke everywhere. All right. The ambush is set. And there it goes. My artillery has found nothing to shoot at. Like, I've seen odder angles that find targets. Like, I feel like that is in your line of sight, isn't it? No. Just stay where you are. It's not worth moving up to there. So yeah, they got too close to these skirms, so that's why they're falling back. Oh, they broke anyways. Rough. But yeah, a lot of Mississippis, a lot of plains rifles. Alright, let's see what the reinforcement situation is. Alright, so the cav is all up here. That's fine. We'll just get them set up here. Alright, my artillery found some targets to shoot at. That's nice. Johnston is very close now. We'll move him up. We'll give him an order to try to end up there. Make sure nobody got left behind. Alright, everybody is moving kind of at their own pace. But the general plan up here seems to work. Who do we need to recall? I don't think we're going to get Holmes back in time, but we'll withdraw them, and now we're going to have Floyd's brigade fall back. That was the plan. So collect their skirmishers and fall back. Withers has his skirmishers out. We just got to get them to lay down. Well, that's right, Blanchard's skirmishers are still out. They were not engaged until, well, right now. These guys I'm fine with being shot off because they're not going to retreat through other friendly units. They may panic these guys, but the panic eventually ends. You know what, since we've moved the other cav over there, let's move them over here as kind of the... It's not going to be the last line of defense, but it's a last line of defense. Blanchard. Alright, your skirmishers have done what they can. Let's try to collect them and get out of here. It's too bad when they get recalled, they don't... Oh no, you were told to fall back. Not about face, just fall back. They have their orders, they just don't want to fall back, but that's, again, it's okay. Everybody up here have some shots. You do. You do. You do. You do not. I don't know what's up with you. Cozy, I'm not sure what happened here. But yeah, you ought to fall back. Alright, so they've mostly fought off my... The guy's name is Coffee. Mostly killed off my skirmishers, but my skirmishers bought me time out here. Probably did a few casualties. Alright, friendly skirmishers decided, I guess they need to stand up. Maybe to tell friendlies not to run on them. I don't know. We'll have to roleplay the explanation, but there it is. Very good, very good. Alright, and our infantry, the first infantry reinforcements are almost there. Posey, who was a little late getting out. I don't know. I don't think I detached him. Doesn't look detached. For some reason, he just got his order and then decided he was going to stay. Wow. New Hampshire, well, meets cavalry, but that's because they were mounted in the woods. 2nd Pennsylvania Cavalry had a much better idea, which is to be out. They should have been in loose order, but still, it was better. How are we doing back in the trenches? Probably fine. Yeah, you don't have units. Nice try. Alright, so now the 2nd line of skirmishers had some shots on the Union. The Union seems like they want to... Well, I guess they're going to continue to press forward. It looked like they were reorganizing themselves a bit over here. Alright, you're firing now, so everything is fine. Let's get the HQ out of the way. These are long days, so we can fight as late as we're fighting now, 8:30 p.m. Go Courier. The skirm wall stands for a moment. They may just have to fight it out as best they can. Morale penalties, be darned. Guys are still back there. It's got to be the long order delays coming from their HQs. So are more Union opting to go into the woods? The Union's falling back. Now they were outnumbered and taking 2-to-1 casualties. So at least everybody's falling back. Maybe this is their rear guard here. Hard to believe these guys had shots, but they probably have Mississippi's or planes, right? I'm pretty sure they don't have Parrots. Yeah. Oh, they have Richmonds. Of course, it's one of the few that I didn't guess. Yep. So it looks like overnight came and the AI immediately withdrew. All right. I think... so this is Battle State, and that's right. This is over there in Southwest Virginia, and this one kind of caught me by surprise, I think, so. But we won. We threw back at least one division, and so we'll see how the Union responds. They had a bunch of forces that were up in those hills, West Virginia, Virginia. But I'm not sure if they went up kind of north to regroup and try to push in to like Winchester, or if they intend to go maybe further south and try probing some of the other entrances into Virginia in the southwest. I'm not sure. So it's like 300 out of the war for them and maybe 100 out of the war for us. So, all right. All right. Should be cleaned up now. Let's play things forward a bit. I believe up here, Lee and Cooper are the two remaining corps who have like all 3-inch. Yeah, we want to change. I mean, we can certainly keep the one. Counter battery fire on rifled guns is probably fine. Oh, I didn't see what else we had. Sapper gunners is good, but we want to also have some parrots. By we want some parrots, I mean I want some parrots. And we will give these guys, do we have Napoleons? We do. We have some. I like sapper gunners. And I think we're going to go with 24-pound howitzers because we're running in Napoleons. I haven't really paid attention to how they do. Alright, they're sapper gunners as well. So we will we'll have to look for that again here. Maybe we'll go with counter battery fire on the rifled ones. You got sapper gunners already, so all right, that's fine. Now, give us this. We actually. I think I said an episode or two ago, like, I don't need to reorder any artillery or cavalry weapons for the rest of the war. Well, the artillery prediction is looking real doubtful unless we start capturing a ton of it, and I don't know what the impetus for that would be. But all right, so that will dress up that. And all right, so you have a perk, you're gonna get a perk. All right, so we'll give you the counterbat perk. I used to do the oh, I clicked. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. So those port being 3-inch. All right, let's spread it out. I suppose rather than the 24-pound howitzers, I could just keep the 3-inch, but where's the fun in that? Sapper gunners. Because cover is abundant in Grand Tactician, so I think it's alright. And you go from a 6-pound field gun to a 24-pound howitzer, so congratulations. And Cooper is where here? Hampton, Forest, Wise, Cooper. Okay. Yeah, we're running low on parrots as well, but I may just not have ordered enough of them. Did I not equip a Napoleon in one of those previous units? I thought it said I had 50, and then it said I had 49. I don't know. After I thought I equipped a battery with him, so that's why it's odd. 3-inch counterbat. You know what? Since you're gonna be parrots, we're gonna give you counter battery as well. Alright, I did that, but I didn't do it over here. So, for real this time. Napoleons. Level up by fighting in cover, and howitzers, I don't know. Burn that bridge when we get there. And I think for the last time, these guys. And then that should do it. Barring whatever I forgot, and there's probably a lot of that. Our battery should now have a good mix of rifle and smoothbore. And I don't think we need to spend money to reorder artillery pieces for right now. Now, I could always plan for the future and put in an order for some more Napoleons. Let's see what the old economy can handle, or the old finances can handle. Oh my goodness. It's worse than it used to be. It used to be like minus 550 million. Although a lot of that is in subsidies. Do we have anything we can spend the subsidies on? Well, anything that I want to spend the subsidies on. Farm mech, we're waiting for. Improved credit rating, we're waiting for. Propaganda, we're waiting for. Trade deals, we're waiting for. So, now, everything I want is not quite here. Yeah. Oh, is this a battle I can... Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow your roll here, buddy. What is going on? 25, so 3, it says, they call them brigades because that language hasn't changed, but I'm guessing they mean 3 divisions. Against 3 divisions. So a solution to that would be to throw Beauregards in, right? Yeah, get in there. But I think we also, I don't know where, what is Garland doing? Seriously, what is he doing? Is he retreating? I don't know. I think we fight this anyways. How much time is this? Alright, so we've only gone on, well... My guess is, whatever I'm going to do, it's probably not going to be that much worse than what the AI would do in a similar situation. Plus, this game, you know, if you don't like fighting battles, you know, you play Grand Tactician your own way, but I like that we can do both the battles and the campaign map, but I wouldn't want to do just the campaign map. I liked EU4, but I don't know. But there's a reason why I stopped playing it, right? And the auto-resolving the battles. It's actually incredible that game. I think it's still coming out with DLC like after all this time. It's I think it has a bunch of mods, I think. Yeah, that's wild, but I like being able to fight the battles. And then being able to move the armies on the campaign map is also great. But alright, what's the deal here? We have to attack, they say. Yikes. Union's up here. Over here, it's the Bull Run map. So, what's our reinforcement situation look like here? 30,000 versus 22,000. Right, so you say. Well, they ain't here yet, are they? Huh. Usually under condition report, we find out when non-arrived armies are going to show up. But maybe they're all here and they're just on top of each other. That would make some sense. So we could put you out here. Chu has a division. All right. For right now, we could put you right here. And Johnston has a division. Gotcha. Warrington Turnpike seems like a real rough position, right? That's going to be like the center point to defend. I mean, you get this little junky fences and forest. I think that's like 20-25% cover on those. Could help. I think the plan would be to just maybe detach a brigade or two. Not a brigade or two. A regiment or two. Have them capture Blackburn's Ford. It's late. It's late-ish in the day. It's, you know... A little after 4. We know that the battle will still go on for 6 hours. But then we could throw pretty much all 3 divisions at Warrington. The engineering points I have don't do me too much good. I don't even think I'm going to bother building because I do have to attack. But maybe we send the cav forward to try to capture the point. But I don't know where the Union is. So maybe we don't do that. All right, I'm going to reverse that decision. And I'm going to send the... No, we're not going to detach everybody there. We're going to detach the cav. Put them on evade, and we'll have them capture Blackburn's Ford, and then probably ride out to see if there's anything at Centerville. Alright, we'll get rid of that. Put you on evade. I might be able to send it right away. Armstrong, we're going to send you over here to check things out. I think we send Cable up. Maybe on this road, it's tough because, well, yeah, but the roads are going to be clogged with other folks anyways, so maybe it's not as tough as I think. I'll detach the artillery now, so we can kind of move that all later. All right. Let's press play. Let's get some scouts out. We'll send you over to Blackburn's. That was Armstrong. What's the other cav group? 5th Virginia Cav. All right. Nope. Wait, what? Westcott? All right, Westcott. You're going to go up here and see what you can see. Minty. Similar idea, but different. Oh, you're too small to send out skirmishers. All right, that's fine. So we'll send you there. Chew. You're going to try to capture Warrington Turnpike first. Cable. We're going to move you over here. See where we need you. And then Johnston. I think the plan is to get you up here if we can. And that'll be that. In terms of artillery, I guess we'll move that artillery there. Beale. Move here. Bragg. We'll move here as well. The open field, right? If there is an open field engagement, we can certainly use the artillery over there, but that's probably it. All right, we'll get rid of this stuff to make it look good. The gist is it's 50-50. They have a victory point. I don't actually look at the... Oh, well, that's why you should look at the numbers inside of them. Because that's a 5-pointer. The one the Union has is a 1-pointer. Okay. All right. All right. All right. You, sir... Stop. You can go. Johnston, cancel that order. Chew, where are you? You cancel that order. That's actually okay. From... I think that was Cable, right? Cable's over there, yeah. And we'll see if this is an isolated division. I'll throw everything at it. Minty can still try to go up and capture the point for what that is worth. We could probably get Armstrong to capture this and then come back and still be ready to fight in time. Right? I'd rather have the cavalry in the fight than capping a victory point. Right? VPs are a long game move, and you know, as I say, well, Minty's so small it doesn't really matter. Westcott though. Westcott, maybe we move you out here to Cub Run rather than having you get mucked up in the forest. All right, so we paused all you. Johnston, where are you? All right. Johnston. Why don't you just get moving here? And Chew. All right, you all got your orders. Why don't you... Well, you're already kind of over there, and that road is going to slow us down. So why don't we actually have you guys, show up here. At the double. Cable, you don't have to move at the double because you're not holding anybody up yet. And I don't really want to send you in. I guess, I could have had Westcott go over and try to help cap this point. I'm not sure that Minty's going to have enough men to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm gonna send Westcott over there and first of all get some vedettes, Cav Scouts out so we can see more of what's going on over there. But then I don't know that Minty has enough to capture. So if they do, and then the two of them can ride up and around or try to play the delay game up here. Let's just see if Armstrong... Yeah, so Armstrong has enough to cap. You can see that he's just about capped up this point. And, I may send him over here, and this may be our kind of cavalry goon squad, which is not that big to probably goon squad anybody. But an armchair general can dream. But yeah, if a lot of the Union is up here, that'd be great to know. Okay. So, how does that work? All right, so that works like that. All right, get moving. I guess this will tell us if Minty can cap. It doesn't look like Minty can cap. Doesn't look like he has enough troops. So, good thing that we had help on the way. And we'll speed things up a bit. Don't you dare withdraw. Oh, they're moving up. They're moving up probably to challenge this. Well, if that's the case, then Cable's just going to have to take the fight. Here, Cable, just go over there. Just do it. Bloody them as much as you can. It's not a great move, but we got to do something. Armstrong. That might be a bridge too far now. Now that the AI is moving up. All right. There will be some delay before Armstrong gets the order to hold, so hopefully it's not terribly long. Oh, okay, so right, it's just that they have enough to cap. It's a slow cap because there's only 227, though they are very experienced. Ooh boy. Here, we're gonna slow you down by dismounting you. We are going to slow you down by dismounting you. Alright, we'll put you in loose formation to waste your time. Now you're getting the order. I can see the courier showing up to tell you to stop. That was well timed. And now that you've been told to stop, please move up. Now. Yeah, actually you could try for that. I don't care. All right, you're all doing that. Looks like the Union is maybe now changing course once again. Oh. This is some news. Right, Ledbetter's Brigade. Okay, Cable, you should probably get yourself to some security here. 4-9. So we're at really close range with these guys, so I'm just going to lay down and we'll take even fewer casualties. Look, you guys are responsible, I think, for hitting this flank, so we're going to do that. I need you guys Yeah. Start dealing with that if you can. Oh my goodness. You, sir. Stop. Oh my goodness. A 44-man regiment, that should have been disbanded. I think under 100 or 150 they're supposed to be disbanded. Sir. Yes, you, stop. Here, you move up there. Yes, do those casualties. In a perfect world, I would have had time to tell them to get up closer. But I think, no. Keep throwing in over here. Actually, that's fine. You throw in over there. You come up there. You go up there. That might be ambitious, but alright, fine. What group are you part of? Gratoy? Alright, I think he's part of Chu, so he can go over there. Alright, now... Oh no. What is this? Alright, so we're gonna go up here. Westcott, get your scouts back. We're gonna go up with them. Nilsson, your artillery, I guess we'll bring up here. Alright, I saw us break a group out here. I'm happy with that. Yes, sir, ma'am. Get up here. I'm gonna try to overrun these guys. They're just coming in for it, man. They want some. I don't know that they do, but they think they do. That's actually a pretty fat grouping there. Oh no, Armstrong's cab. Oh no. Well, you're doing casualties. I have zero complaints about that. Alright, you gotta get up there. You gotta go do something over there. You attack them. You fall back. Yeah, maybe that's what you do. No, you have numbers. You go up there. You have numbers. You go up there. Alright. You go attack them. Minty, you do the same. Alright, so we broke them. Should try to bail out Armstrong if we can. Anybody who can help. You there, 11th Kentucky, you can help. No. None of this long range. Oh, I guess. Well, I don't want to hear it. Move up. You're fine. See, we got to get in close so that we can ramp up the casualties. No. Move up. There's way more over here than them. Don't worry about them. Worry about them. Alright, Westcott's in the lead. Minty, you gotta move up with him, man. Support Westcott. We'll try to get a quick pick here on that cavalry. Where is that cavalry? Aha! Alright, get down, get loose. All that good stuff. Alright. Perhaps we chase them off. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just move the cav around like this. We'll see what we get. 15th Illinois is trying to make its great escape here, but we don't want it to. All right, over here. Wow, they moved. They moved quickly. That is much appreciated. Push forward. No, we're letting him get away. No, that's not what we want. Deeply disappointing. Alright, you guys really got to pay attention here. Get up there. Alright, not you. Maybe not you. But yeah, you need to get involved. You need to get involved. You got to move over there. Oh, I see what's coming up the pike now. Nope. Nope. I think I might have got my cav killed again. Here, we'll at least get you down and loose. Move up, move up, move up. Come on, get up there. We're gonna try to break as many of these units as we can before we move to end of day. Alright, I hear it. Nervous? Are you gonna get better over time? You're gonna get worse because you're about to break. Uh-oh. We'll see if we can do anything here. I didn't really read the conditions that were leading to that. Low on ammo isn't going to change. Cut off from commander isn't going to change. You could try to rally him, I guess. Alright, that's good news. Here. You guys go in and help them. Pretty much everything is lost over here. Like, if we're going to beat it, I think we already beat it. And everyone else kind of just needs to move that way. Not sure if that's true, so we'll send you there. It's probably the sound of me getting my cav killed. Oh, yeah, yikes. Do we just send Minty in, or just let him run? I don't know. I guess we have friendlies this way. We can try to move that way. Oh no. It's a big old mess over here. Okay. Anyways, yeah, it's just a huge mess over here. True, I don't know what to tell you, man. You know what? Since we're already here, just move that way. It's not fun, but it'll have to do. Cable, why don't you do the same? Just get close, compact, and we'll try to do our best here. Johnston, you join him too. Let's see, Nelson. Let me get your artillery out there. Bragg, why don't we get your artillery with him? Poor Westcott, you did well. And now you can't even find your move order, I guess. Alright, then we send you two to go hunt down Wilder. Hopefully it's not the Lightning Brigade. Alright. Interestingly, they're not low on ammo anymore. Wow. Alright. 4th Louisiana better, man, they're pretty good. The only other thing I could think of, and this would depend on my cavalry living, which is now really unlikely to happen, would be to hold Blackburn's Ford and use my cavalry to ride around and capture the 1-pointer. And then we're up 6 points to 5, but I don't know that that's a great idea. Yeah. As good as that went for us initially, I don't think it's going to do too well here. Oh, Minty. Armstrong's cavalry lived. Minty's alive. Alright, maybe we speed this up because it looks like basically their artillery just shooting me. Most of my force trying to find some refuge in the woods here. Huh. They're sending their cav up. so they're going to send in Cav regiment and an infantry regiment. Let's move you up. Pretty good. Can move you up. You're fairly healthy as well. You're not. Let's keep you in the woods. Let's just have you stop and then detach you so you won't be part of future commands. Yeah. 9th Texas we could certainly use. Appears like the Union's cav will want to think better of it. They should be in loose formation. I don't know why they don't do it automatically, but they don't. Okay. Alright, so they're pushing up on my left now. And on the right. You there, stop. You stop. You should just be able to fall back into the woods, right? Mostly over here, so no, I don't know what the heck that was. I really don't. I mean, I do, but I don't know why I had to do that. I didn't even know Baker had cavalry here. Don't remember seeing them. Gonna go in today, so we might as well just get these things up and shooting. Okay, just kidding. Move back. Over there. Okay. West Scout might be able to use you to buff morale of our infantry. Alright, so we just shattered those regiments. Again. No. Alright, I guess the only other way we get this to work is to tell you to go attack over there. Scurrying. That's good. Gibbons is wounded. Okay, get back here, get back here. Same with you. Same with you. All over here. doing anything? No. Oh, it says you're firing. Okay. We have, wow, there's a lot of infantry over there, man. Sir. Wow, there are not many units left on my side that have mixed muskets, but apparently a few made an appearance here. I don't know where you guys are going anymore. Get back here. Did you guys break? It looks like you broke. Okay, you guys go over there maybe. Okay, you might be unstable. That's okay. Alright, you get in there. I don't think we need you over there right now. We need Cheatham's brigade. I think we need over here. Does this battle take place? Okay, so it's in Ravine. Alright. How are the batteries shaping up? Well, they're shaping up. Minty, see what you can do. I don't know what to tell you. Stable, good for you. See how you feel after this. Westcott, I don't know about you, man. Might just have to leave you there. How are we doing on relative casualties? Yeah, see, that's the thing. They've only taken 8%, 9% at most. They're a long way from the 25% we would need for them to kind of break due to that. Let's fall back into the woods here. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look and see what happened here. So this doesn't seem like the big push anymore. I know there's stuff going on out in the woods, or further over that. Further on my right there, the people we just sent the cavalry to go inspect, but maybe those aren't the best positions to be in. Maybe. Okay, they have stuff to fire at. They have stuff to fire at. They have stuff to fire at. Okay, at least the artillery has stuff to fire at, so I assume it's doing an okay job. A lot of this stuff looks broken. Some of that stuff looked... Polk? Colonel Polk has been wounded. Alright. And now we're trying to come over here to shore this up. We will see if it can be done. Union seems like they're basically stopped on the edge of having cover to shoot it out. So we're going to get the forest cover. They're not. Armstrong is there. Stable. Oh, there's some infantry there. Apparently my artillery guys see it, because that's what they're shooting at, but I did not. dare break. There you go. Just move up. Just do it. Polk is now losing men. That wasn't Polk. That's Polk. Yeah. You can just retreat. That's fine. I suspect we are exhausted. Whatever that group is a part of, you do not... Yeah, you don't need to do all that. Just go over there. That's fine. They're idle, so maybe we just move them up here. They're idle, so again, we move them up here so they can actually see and do stuff. Let's try to send these guys packing as well. Baker's okay. Here, we'll order him up there. I don't know how that's gonna go, but we'll see. Oh, we're so close. But Nightfall is also about to happen, so it would be backbreaking if we go to Nightfall, they're able to rally their troops, and we basically end up back at square one. Are they withdrawing? They appear to have been given the order to withdraw. It hasn't come through yet for us, but it appears that they've been given the order to withdraw. Have alright, so you get Napoleons, so I don't know. I think one is sufficient. Alright. I was gonna withdraw from that battle. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that blue blob show up here and push off my cavalry, I was like, I don't know. Down by maybe a quarter or a third and have to attack. There's a good network of fences and forests here. Union artillery out on the hill was okay, but it doesn't really support the turnpike. It probably would have been better off back here or over here, and then the Union infantry just line up on these fences and push around into some of the woods, and that would have forced me into a number of bad attacks, but whew. All right, well that is a welcome high note. We're going to end the episode once we load back in. Fingers and toes crossed that it loads back in. But assuming that it does, that would be a fine place to end it as far as I'm concerned. And yeah. Well, I guess that's why you fight the battles, right? I'm pretty sure if the AI had auto-resolved that, it would not have gone well. Alright, so for them it's looks like 1,300 out of the war, and for us it's maybe 300 or so. So that, and we win, right? So on the strategic map there's some benefit to that. Oh, you know what? That battle was probably really loud for you all because I never turned the volume down. The in-game battle sounds seem a lot louder than the music. Anyways, yeah, that happened. And for some reason, that really sapped. Alright, good. Garling Jr. is retreating. He should be. That sapped our readiness up here. It's probably because of the casualties. Oh well. And yeah, Lee and Cooper's corps, they for whatever reason, they tend to lag in some of the armament stuff, but I am in the process of finishing them up. All right, yet another battle-filled episode like those, and presumably more to come. I mean, the Union has a lot of work to do. Show ourselves some front lines here, right? In Virginia, it's very little. I'm not even sure why they have this. I guess it's just because of this thing up here, and maybe we push them back to Beverly or further. Yeah, there's a little bit going on in Tennessee, but it's not too bad. Out in Arkansas, I thought I gave the order in the previous episode for... I thought it was for one of those armies to go here and build a supply depot at Danville, or at least move to Danville and see if they needed supplies. I guess that didn't go through, perhaps for the best. Yeah, I don't even really bother building prison camps for reasons I don't feel like getting into, but I've nerfed it so that the benefit to the other side doesn't come up. And all right, anyways, that's all other stuff. We should have more coming for you, hopefully really soon.